Hello. Today I'm going to talk the 108 spiritual technique. In that we are coming to a very important part called karma. Now one of my friend, he came and told me, he said, karma is a big kurma. I don't understand it. I asked what is the meaning of it. He said, see, they put all the vegetables and over that they add a lot of things. You don't understand what vegetables you are there. That is the same way people think about karma. And many people think karma has to be endured and karma can't be overcome. Wrong. Karma can be overcome by using upayas, by using nema, nishta, and also to a very, very large extent dana. Everything can be used to overcome the laws of karma. But you have to come to the level of understanding how to use that. So, first of all, many people try to talk about the quantity of karma. They try to talk about the big karma, sanchita karma, prarabdha karma, the current karma experiencing, agamani karma, and which is the current karma experiencing. All that theory is will be very, very confusing. All you need to take is a very, very tantric approach. The tantric approach to karma is about the shat karma, where they talk about Vasya, Mogana, Akarshna, Vidveshana, Uchadana, Marana. That's all. They talk about the six karma and it is a very, very practical approach towards the karma. Now why? Because you can use a lot of upayas for this. For example, a husband and wife is fighting with each other. What do they have between is Vidveshana. You can talk about prarabdha karmas and it's all rubbish. It's not going to help you. So all you need to do is Vidveshana. How to convert the hate into love is what the sadhana is going to be all about. For example, the children are not listening to what you are saying. It's nothing but Vidveshana karma. So all you need to make them understand is how to make him understand. It is out of love. It means it is Vasya and Mogana. So in most places, people don't understand the application of karma. They talk about different things. For example, there is old age, there is sickness, there is death, there is pain. It is universal. It has nothing to do with karma. And therefore, the first thing you have to understand is karma is the effect of action. For example, I look at somebody and say, hi, how are you? Now, he is going to take it very, very positively. But in a very rude manner, I asked, how are you? My words are going to become like a sharp needle and it is going to hit the heart chakra. He is going to see a lot of pain. That's why many people get very angry and they say, I have not done anything. Why are you getting upset? It is just their behavior, their attitude, the tone of the voice gives a lot of vidveshana. So therefore, you have to understand how to use the karma which is happening in front of you. Now many people talk about the ripe karma, the unripe karma, the karma which is in action. All that is very confusing. All you need to do is to employ the law of opposites. What the great Patanjali talks about praya chitta. Praya chitta means the reversal of chitta. The chitta goes back. Now in Christianity, they have a very, very interesting way to do praya chitta. They do confession, then they get blessing, then they go ahead and try to solve the problem across the person. So therefore, the same way, you accept your wrong, you use upayas, different kinds of upayas, mantra, gemstone, food, niyama, fasting are different kinds of upaya, both the positive and the negative upaya to overcome your lie, overcome your difficulty. So karma defined by the great Gautam the Buddha, he says actions which are done with unawareness. What you call it as incomplete action or actions which are done with unawareness. So become very, very conscious and you do that. For example, if you employ this principle of accepting the defeat and offering victory to yourself and considering yourself lower to others, you will not have any conflict. Now many people have a conflict with people who are equal, not with people who are below or people who are above. The reason is they don't consider themselves as lower than the others. They expect the other person to be intelligent, understanding, very loving. Suppose you employ the upaya of in loving we are loved. First give the love and then you will be loved. And if you are patient with love, eventually it will bloom into something. So karma has to be approached from the level of the prior chitta of what you call it as Karma has a multi-dimensional leading, but for practical purpose use this karma. The second level of karma is what you call it as the negative dark energy which is there in the aura and the chakra. It's a very, very easy way to define. For example, in many of the aura and chakra which is afflicted by Rahu Ketu, I have seen snake-like kind of creatures there. If you take it and you throw it, they become okay with the whole thing. So the point is that divine light opens up, it cleanses the aura and the chakra, and the people become okay with the entire thing. So, in a way, the ultimate karma is not to be born. The second ultimate karma is not to treat this world as an illusion. And the third thing is hoping this old age, death, sickness will not affect you. All these things are not true. So the first thing is, remember, karma need not be suffered or endured. It has to be understood. And that's what Franz of Assisi says very beautifully. It is an understanding that we are understood. In Tibetan Buddhism, they talk about accepting the defeat and offering the victory. The other level is you remove the karmic dirt from the person. His chakra expands, his heart essence expands, his aura expands. Automatically, the person becomes very, very peaceful across. So this is the attitude of karma which has to be taken, and it also you need to apply the Karma Vipak. What you do is creating problems for others. For example, there was a man who was having a trouble with his boss. I told him very clearly, you are torturing your wife, that is why you are having trouble with your boss. What you are doing inside the house is getting reflected outside. What you are doing outside the house is getting reflected inside. I know somebody who had a very, very disturbed child, but he was torturing everybody in the office, and immediately he got a very, very disturbed child. The more people used to curse him in the office, the more child got disturbed. There was a woman who used to call her brother stupid idiot. She had a son who was not very intelligent, and she started crying a lot. So therefore you have to understand Karma Vipak means what you are doing and what is leading that particular action to you. The karma has a simple rule. What you love will go away from your life. What you hate will remain. That's why people remain with their sons who are very ungrateful, who are always fighting, who are creating all kinds of trouble, and the loved children are always abroad. They are not there, and half the time they are not interested in being with them itself, which means the karma is over. So if you love something, the karma is over, because love is God. If the love has already come, the karma is over. If your understanding is complete, purna, you become samyuk sambuddhaya. The completion of karma must be long, short and all. That is the level in which the karmic purity comes. Now when your third eye opens, you know the purpose why you are with that person, and also the purpose the other person is into your life. Now many people don't think the other person has come with a purpose. They think there is no divine plan, there is no divine learning, there is no going back. These are all people whose antakarna is cut, whose soul cord is cut, and who are not connected with the divine. Remember, this is a world filled with God, and people think, oh, there is no God. Now, godliness, if you take, you can easily understand. And life is like a mirror, it keeps on echoing. What you do come back to you, but not with the same person in the same place. It comes from the opposite. When a man does a karma, it comes through the women. When the elder does the karma, it comes through the younger. When you do wholesale karma, it comes as retail. When you come as retail karma, it comes as wholesale. I know there was a businessman who used to torture a lot of people who are his staff. He got into a court case with a guy who took his money, who took his patent name, who took all his goods, and he told, go put the case. We will see when you're going to win this case across. So therefore, because he was torturing all his younger people. So remember, whenever you have a bad boss, look how you are torturing your wife and children. It's karma, you have to employ the law of opposites to understand, and that is a class we have shared with people. If you want, you can always learn the class. Thank you so much for watching the video. May all beings who see this video, may they get enlightened. May they all be free of all karmic debts and rina, and may they be filled with peace. Thank you.